Well, what about a time where you particularly, like an example of where you chose depression? You are sipping that like it is wine. That is hilarious.
This shit is good.
Y'all, this is the morning meditation from First Watch Cafe.
It's wine. Don't
it is. It is
it's
a juice.
So much wine.
It is a juice. Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Trinity. If you are new here, welcome. I do lifestyle and spirituality content. I post on this channel as often as I can, and if that interests you, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. But if you are not new here, welcome back. So today I'm back with Naughty. Pew, 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 pew. So we are doing another video like I told you guys in the previous one, if you did watch that. But today I'm gonna be talking about how you bitches got potential. Somebody recommended that we talk about this a few months ago, and I thought that it would be an interesting subject to touch on because I see every time I do have like a powerful manifestation type video or even like any kind of spiritual type video, people be in the comments like, oh, I would really like to pursue my dream in acting, but I don't have the money enough to make, a living off of it until I make it big. And people just basically making excuses for y'all selves. So we're here to tell you bitches that you got potential. So the first thing that I wanted to touch on is the fact that y'all have a choice, right? You can either choose to conform or reform. What do you take from that?
What I take is everybody have their own circumstances, right? For example, me, I came from a family that was poor financially and was not in a place to rise above and do everything because poverty is a thing. But I was like, okay, I'm going to find a way to make the best out of my situation in that moment. So I'm going to be like, what I can do right now in this moment to get me further than I would be if I didn't make a choice to say, hey, I'm going to choose to do better. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, but I'm going to say I'm going to figure out a way somewhere because there is like infinite opportunities, like infinite doors that you can open that nobody understands that.
Yeah.
To kind of walk through to get you where you need to go. You don't have to go through a door that other people went.
Yeah. You
got to find your own. So are you going to say, I'm going to stay right here because I feel like there's nothing to be done, or I'm going to think, or I'm going to allow the universe to bring something towards me that I may have not even thought about, and then choose that path. That's what I think that kind of represents.
Complacency is a drug. Like,
it's
easy to be addicted to.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable. That's an even better word. The way that I look at you can either conform or reform is growing up, I recognized a lot of patterns in my family that did not coexist with the person that I was. Like, for example, like all of the women in my family had kids at a super early age. I was terrified of getting pregnant. Like, I thought that I could just fall asleep and wake up one day just pregnant because I'm like, I noticed it as a cycle at an early age. Like, I didn't have this terminology to put with it, but I was like, this is something that continuously happens over and over again in regards to my family. I don't want this to be my narrative. I've always been very independent growing up. And another aspect of that is I love my mom, but my mom had a bad habit of being late to places. So I hated being late. Like, you notice how, where were we at yesterday when y'all were like, damn, this bitch walking fast.
Yeah.
We went
she going to a whole different car that's not even our car. So like,
oh my
we
God,
can't stop her. I'm like, I can't stop her.
They were waiting for me outside, and I barely know what Naughty car looked like. So I see one that looked a little similar, and I'm just walking because y'all had already been waiting on me.
She was floating over there to the fucking car.
Somebody had recognized me from YouTube while I was going in, and I already felt like I was running behind for that. That's my anxiety, though. Like, I didn't get that under control. But like, with that being said, like, in regards to anywhere that I'm going, I have to be on time. Like, I do not like being late.
And I understand that. I don't either. I want to be like ahead, 10 minutes early to wherever the fuck we're going. Because I'm there.
But with that being said, like, I could have looked at my mom's lack of timeliness and been like, okay, well, she's still making a way, so that means, other people will wait for me, or I can, I'm not going to necessarily be like held very accountable for all my actions in regards to me being on time. But, I chose to learn from that tendency and become a different person. So I'm saying that to say that you can really choose your own reality. Like, a lot of people undermine the power that they have within already, and if you're gonna keep doing that shit, I can't do nothing for you. You can comment on the YouTube channel all you want, you can slide in my DMs asking me all kinds of spiritual questions, but it really is gonna take you taking the initiative for yourself in your life, because I mean, we can't take it for you, you know what I'm saying?
We only tell you, and that's why I always say take that first step, no matter how small it may be. It may be you writing out your fucking plan, but you did something towards the goal that you're trying to get.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be a humongous, out of this world step. Like, it can be something super fucking
something
small.
super small, like waking up and meditating for the first 5 minutes of the day. Big impact, right? Like, you underestimate how much that will change, but that's like saying, I'm gonna eat this one Krispy Kreme donut. It's a little bit. It's gonna make a change, bitch. It's gonna make it's gonna make a change.
That's like, you want to continue to keep doing something. You're like, okay, I'm gonna eat this Krispy Kreme donut, and then the next day I'm gonna eat it again. But you don't want to do it, but you're still doing it. You can do the same thing with other things that you want to do that kind of put you in a higher place.
And in regards to all this that we're saying, starting your spiritual journey also means recognizing where you've gone wrong. Complacency, like I said earlier, is a drug, and it's important for us to acknowledge the places in our past where we could have done better, but instead of feeling guilty or sad for what you could have did differently, acknowledge that you were doing the best you could with the knowledge that you had now. So therefore, take the steps in becoming a more evolved, better version of yourself. That way, you can forgive your past self, and your past self can look at you now and be like, wow, I really admire the person that I've become, because, you know, our inner childs are forever with us. We ain't getting rid of them.
Watching.
Yeah, just because I'm not 8 no more don't mean my 8-year-old self not still with me. So it's really important that that's something that we keep into consideration when taking these big steps towards our self-development. Also, I wanted to talk about times where we have chosen our depression instead of becoming better versions of ourselves, because it took me years to get here. It took me years. How about you?
So the thing about choosing your depression is, like, sometimes it's happened unintentionally, so try not to blame yourself that you chose to, you know, stay in that frequency, because that's, one, all you've known, and two, it is hard. It's a chemical imbalance, so it is hard to get out of it. You're probably going to have help, like medicine or therapy. Me personally, I just used spirituality and the guidance of my ancestors to get me out of that rut, to move forward. But if you continue to, like, be depressed, do not beat yourself up about it. You know, take small steps in any way you can that will help you to, you know, try to get out of that. The thing is, you don't have to, you know, use spirituality as a crutch to get you out of your depression. You can go to therapy. You can talk to a friend. Everybody needs that. You can talk to a friend. You can, you know, ask for medicine. Like, there are numerous ways you can help yourself to get out of that rut. And it may take 6 months for you to do that. It may take you a week to do that. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The point is, you're saying, oh, I want to be better. I want to be happy. And just because I don't know how, I'm going to figure out how. Whenever I get that motivation, whenever I get that determination, even if it's fleeting, I'm going to spend like an hour figuring out how I can get out this rut. You know, people think that it's just like you choose it and then all of a sudden you're out of it. Like, no, you have to put in that word, no matter how hard it may be, how detrimental it may be. You can do it. That's the thing. And it doesn't have to just be spirituality or like what everybody try to force. Oh, go work out. And if you work out like once a day, you'll get out of depression. Or if you eat healthy, you get out of depression. Like, that may work for some people, but if that doesn't work for you, go on to the next thing. Find something different.
Well, what about a time where you particularly, like an example of where you chose depression? You are sipping that like it is wine. That is hilarious.
This shit is good.
Y'all, this is the morning meditation from First Watch Cafe.
It's wine. Don't
it is a juice.
So much wine.
It is a juice.
That's really hitting it like that.
But yeah, what happened?
So when I chose, and this was kind of like the start, part of where my spirituality really began, is I wanted to stop being sad. I wanted to stop hating my body and the way it looks. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to find peace. I was so fed up. And you would probably get to that point somewhere when you're depressed, like you're so fucking fed up that you're like, I'm about to fucking move no matter how hard this shit takes. And so, and it just happened out of nowhere. One day, I was like, okay, I'm going to start working out. And so, I think the very next day, or a couple of days after that, I went on YouTube and found like a 30-minute hit video, and I went to fucking work. And I started to do that slowly over the next few months. I started to working out. And honestly, what triggered that was the manifestation. You can create your own reality video.
Whose video? Who was it about?
I forgot who it was.
Mine was Shanetta Devon Tarot. That's who
I love her.
Threw me into this shit right here. That girl changed my life.
It was some...
You gonna have to tell me later.
Yeah,
if you remember it. Out,
yeah. But I watched this video on YouTube about like creating your design. No, it was actually this Australian. She was an Asian woman. I'll send you the thing.
You'll send it to me. Okay.
She was an Asian woman, and she was like, "You can create your reality," and I was like, "Don't you fucking lie to me like that."
Oh God! Like, oh God! Like what the hell are these hoes talking about? Like,
right. I'm like, create my reality. So I'm about to search this shit up. I'm about to manifest. So I was like, it kind of. I wanted to get out of my abusive home. I wanted to be free. I wanted to be happy, and I was just really tired of where I was at. So I was like, okay, let me create this desired reality. Let me, see my art become full time. And once I started learning about manifestation, I skipped over to tarot and ancestors. Like that's just kind of, it's going to be somewhere that's going to trigger your spiritual journey, and you're just going to keep walking. Like you're not even going to, I didn't ask nobody on this journey what I should do, where I should go. I just literally followed the path that just was laid out in front of me, like little blocks of road. So that's why I kind of get confused when people are like, where should I start in spirituality? I was like, I started where I was most interested in. Yeah. And then I let my interests lead me to where I would go, and then my intuition.
Do you think that you can choose to start your spiritual life? Let's just say you live a normal life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had people ask me if they could just, like nothing traumatic happens. I mean, I guess you can, yeah.
Yeah, if you're
educate yourself.
Yeah, if you're truly interested in it, you're gonna want to.
Because some people
but that wasn't my reality.
That wasn't your reality. Yeah, we were thrown into this shit. Yeah, we were just like, ancestors was like, here, bitch. Right. That's what you need to do. Like, here's a wall. You're not going in. You gotta climb over now. You've hit rock bottom. It was really like that. My experience where I kept choosing depression over and over again, and particularly I remember it when I was like late middle school, early high school, where I acknowledged the comfortability that it was, because I knew that to get out of this rut, I would have to acknowledge that I had a lot more control in my life than what I wanted to at the time. Victim mentality. That's what I had, and I just did not really want to put in the work needed because I was comfortable with people's sympathy. I was comfortable with people like reaching out to me, asking if I was okay, being there, overextending themselves to make sure that I was good, I was straight. And that was the main time that I really remember choosing depression over and over again. When I got into college and stuff, it was different, very different. I wasn't like, I don't want to say leeching off people like that, but I wasn't as codependent as I had used to be. But sometimes I would still have bad days, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be anxious about certain things. But, then came the spiritual awakening. Then came the heartbreak. Because heartbreak has, I'm a Libra moon, so I do fall, okay, like in love, like that. One thing I'm gonna do is love hard, okay. So yeah, that was one of my main big things that really threw me into this shit. Just had me in a deep end. I can't breathe in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Just struggling. It's funny you said the workout thing, because I was like, damn, like she woke up and did workouts, but I forgot when I was in quarantine. Bitch, I was working out every day. Like, that was a main thing in my spiritual journey. I woke up. Movement. Yeah, like, I woke up, I did yoga, I meditated, and then at the end of the day, I would do that, Pop Sugar had these, like, 30-minute, like, flat tummy, fat ass workout videos. I would do those shits every day. And it hit different. Like, I don't know, like, I don't really enjoy working out like that. If I get into the habit of it, I enjoy it more. But right now, I haven't been doing it for like a month or so I don't, no. Right. But, it does hit different, literally. Like, it just, getting into the routine of something, the more you do it, it gets a lot better. Like, the beginning is just like the first 7 days. Like, after that, you'll be much better. You'll be much better. Yeah, just push through. Okay. The next category was
Oh,
you have more power than you think. Then it says the power. Remember that
power
SpongeBob?
within.
The power within. The power within. Them niggas knew what was up. But you said you had a thought.
So like this thought that I was thinking was about like you can't choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you react to the certain situation that has happened. So for example, say somebody. Let's see. Let me try to make it cute because I almost said fucked up your credit.
She said talking for personal
Say
experience.
somebody right like say somebody like stole something from you, right? And it's something very important to you, and instead of wallowing in pain and despair, which you absolutely can do, like that shit hurts, why the fuck you stealing from me, you can say, okay, how can I retrieve this again? How can I receive this back into my life? How can I manifest this back? And asking your ancestors and your guides for help, and all of a sudden you got that shit back because you decide not to really wallow in the pain of just saying bow, it's lost, it's never coming back.
Rejection is divine protection. Things
and it's
happen
something
for
better
a
comes.
Exactly. Things happen for a reason. Like literally, it is so interesting to look back on how I used to think versus how I think now, because I applied that narrative. I'm like, if I lose somebody, if I lose something, it's just because something better is coming. It's on its way. Yeah, so like that's really the true narrative of that situation. Like, let's say like a relationship did not work out, bro, like
that's okay.
That's fine.
Don't
like,
be trying to manifest them back.
Exactly. Don't try to manifest it back.
Stop it.
I'm guilty. I'm a little guilty. Not like scripting in my journal, but you know, just a little visualization.
I mean,
here. Just a little sex flashback there. You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, I'm just all about my bag.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to be. That's a good way. We was in here with
but
our
beforehand,
two
I was
friends,
pretty much all about my bag.
and them hoes was telling me to hit the person I'm talking to right now up like, yo, you would have linked with your friends, like come over and bring your friends. Like,
I never said that. That is that's false news. False
bitch, you was over there with Ari and Corey.
I was asleep.
Like,
so and you can call
shut up,
Ari.
nigga. You been talking. We went to lunch. We went to dinner last night. We went to dinner last night.
I didn't even
and
eat
you
dinner.
hoes was like, I want some dinner with some boys.
We were bored, okay? We were bored. And,
felt like we were in middle school.
Is Scorpion Moon still here? Horny. So like
horny. Can we say horny? Okay, bitch. Can we say horny, please? Goddamn, because bitch, do I be horny?
But I slept on it, and now I'm back. I'm back. So.
It has been a drought. I've been in a drought. Like it's ridiculous at this point in time. It's ridiculous. It just sucks because it's like I feel like I gotta get to know somebody before I have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go through that phase. That like what is it? Month? Like maybe like week or two
month.
phase. Yeah, hell no, I can't wait no damn month.
Wow.
It's like damn, like
2 weeks is enough.
Anyway, but still, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about.
Right, we got off track.
But yeah, I wanted to touch on something that I've touched on in another video. I think we talked about this yesterday as well. But like, there's truly no right or wrong way to do your spiritual journey.
At all. Unless you dabbling in shit that you're not supposed to be dabbling into, then you're good. Like, no, I gotta tell them because they be trying to manifest demons. I'm like, what you doing?
Give them the mom look. That's exactly what you just did. I am intimidated. Like, okay.
I gotta love them.
But like, no, for real, like, there
moon.
is no like right or wrong way to do your spiritual journey. Y'all be commenting, how many times do I have to affirm my affirmations before I let them go to the universe?
How you feel?
And exactly, like,
what do you feel? Your intuition, what is it telling you?
Exactly.
Say it 3 times, say it 1 time.
Yeah, exactly. You might even say it 1 time. Like,
I say it 1 time now.
Visualization
at the beginning,
might be some people's favorite manifestation technique.
I go dumb.
Oh yeah. I'm a daydreamer. Yeah. That shit. I
can get lost in that shit for hours.
Yeah, and like scripting might not be your niche, and that's okay. So it's really up to how you feel, because you need to trust yourself and your intuition to know that it's not gonna lead you astray, because it won't. Like, it's your intuition. It's there for a reason. It's your higher self. Like,
does quote unquote, you were supposed to be led.
Yeah, you were supposed to be led that way.
You needed to learn something.
Facts. You need to learn something before you reaped this abundance.
Yeah.
Example. So I was like, what is up with my love life? Like, it's not hitting the way I would like for it to. And I recently had somebody I was talking to, that shit ended, and I basically was Hit with the not hit. I don't want to say like it abruptly came out of nowhere, but basically I was meditating after the fling ended, and I realized some shit about myself and the way that I felt towards somebody in my family. And literally, y'all, after I cried, and the thing about me is I barely cry anymore. Like, after starting my spiritual journey, it's something, I don't know, I just don't really cry like that.
I gotta put on music to cry.
To cry?
Some sad ass music.
But anyway, after I let that release out, I felt way more lighter, and it was very interesting. I felt way lighter, and then the next day, sis and our other friend Ari was like, "Hey, bitch, you wanna go to where do we go?
Cafe.
A cafe and do some work?" No, goddamn well, we barely did work out.
We did, yeah.
And then after that, we went somewhere. I'm not gonna be very specific, but then I met somebody and got their number, and I've been talking to them ever since. But basically, I'm just saying, like, rejection is about protection, and like that experience of that release, of that losing, of that not holding on to these negative pent up emotions, honestly, that I didn't even know that I had. The pent up emotions, it was like anger or annoyance was more so what I was feeling towards the person that I had to release. But deep down, it was sadness because I actually missed them. So it was a very trippy experience, but after I released that, the universe was like, okay, now you have ended this karmic cycle in regards to this person and how they were affecting your relationships. Now we gonna give you this dream person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was really, really abundant, and it was a very great learning experience because I'm actually very glad that I had to go through that releasing and that, you know, that trauma kind of, that it was traumatic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm actually glad that I had to feel that first, because now I feel more confident that I can truly meet this new person in the middle rather than 75-25, you know, vice versa, stuff like that. So there's that. Another thing we briefly mentioned yesterday as well in the Q&A video is, do y'all want friends or mentors? Because me and sis thinking about starting a spiritual advising, what's it called? Courses. They will be separate unless y'all want us to do one together. We can talk about that later. But we get a lot of DMs from people that are like, hey, can we be friends? And then proceed to say something really traumatic that they just went through and then ask for advice. So we be confused on, do y'all want friends or do y'all want mentors? If you want mentors, we can, or not necessarily mentors, but spiritual, like, advising. Shit, like,
we can get into it.
Yeah, we can get into it. You know,
just gotta give us time and boundaries and space.
Time and boundaries and space, and yeah, that's exactly what we need, because I would actually very much, I think that I would enjoy that, because I already like helping other people through videos like this.
A small group.
Yeah, like a small group every few months or so. Like I would vibe with that heavy. Yeah, that it would be. You would have to pay for it, of course, because energy, like,
of course, payment plans.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, that would just be something, you know, giving y'all a little idea, a little sneak peek into what should come about a little soon. Did you have any closing remarks on you bitches have potential? Because you bitches have potential. We are the bitches. You know what I mean?
We are bitches.
We are the bitches.
We are bitches. Sorry about that. Basically, you have to believe in yourself.
Facts.
Even if it's beyond hard to do so. Positive affirmations, do not sleep on them. If you want to become somebody, create an affirmation for that shit. Say it to yourself every single time in the mirror, every single day, and you're going to believe it because you have no choice. Your subconscious is going to be like, damn, all right, I believe you. So really just trust in your divine power, in your divine path, no matter how long it takes, no matter what you go through. Everything's going to be all right no matter what, because you've gotten through worse shit.
Oh, God. So the worst thing that has happened to you has already happened.
Right. And if it happens again, you're going to get through it because you got through the last one.
And if it happens again, look at what exactly, not what you're losing, but what you're learning. Because you might lose somebody, but what did you learn in the process? Like, these things truly do happen for a reason, and the universe works in ways just to push us to our higher self. So, yeah, I do very strongly agree with you when it comes to affirmations. Y'all ever lie about some shit and then start to believe the lie? So, say your mom's like, who ate my leftovers? And you like, I didn't eat her leftovers. You know what I'm saying? And your ass start to forget that you really did eat her motherfucking leftovers. Right. So, it just like that, it works. Like, and you have to believe that it works. Like, belief is half of every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything. If I didn't believe, do y'all see this new quality? Like, does the quality look different? Maybe, I hope it do. But if the lighting is off, that's why I'm still learning how to work this camera. But if I didn't believe that I would get this brand new fucking 4-figure expensive ass Sony A6400 camera, then I wouldn't have that shit. Like, I wouldn't have it. If I didn't put in the work needed to get here, then I wouldn't be here. That's it. That's all it is. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to check out Nadi's channel and all of her videos. They will be in the description box down below. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know your comments down below. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Same as always. You guys will see me in the next video. I'm not even gonna tell y'all how much money I spent because I don't even know, to be honest. Like, I don't know, and I've got rent. I no one's paying my bills here at my address. Like, I got things to do, things to get over with, get done, etc. But going there just felt right. When we got there, we ran into the right people. We did the right things. Like, we were just vibing. We were just really living life and making sure to have fun in the process. Yeah. Because yes, that was a business trip. Yes, I'm writing a lot of that shit off on my taxes. but still, like, it's still the journey, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The experience, of course. Yeah.